Hey everybody, David here, and today I want to rank all four seasons of 13 Reasons Why from worst to best. Now, I am doing this list because it was a request from somebody on one of my videos, and I thought, you know what? 13 Reasons Why is done, so why not? And it could be a very short and simple list. I know exactly where I'm going to rank these. I didn't even have to write them down. Usually I write it down what I think the order will be, and then do my video. And this one I didn't need to write it down because I know precisely where these seasons are going to rank. So let us start with the worst, which is not really the worst, but it's the least best. Season 4, the newest season, is my least favorite season from this show. I felt it had a nice conclusion. I just felt there was something about it that felt off from the previous seasons, which took me out of it sometimes a little bit. There was something, I don't know if it was the writing, I don't know if it was the character choices. There was something about it that just wasn't connecting to me the same way the first 3 seasons did. But still, it was a satisfying conclusion to the series. I thought if you're a fan of this series, you should be happy with more or less of what we got. If you weren't happy with it, well then I probably understand some of the reasonings too. But with that being said, hey, at least you don't have 10 seasons to swap around from. It would have been interesting if they continued on where season 4 would have landed. Like, who knows? Maybe they could always do a reunion series. But as of now, yes, season 4 is my least favorite of the series. Next on my list, I have season 1. Surprising enough. Some people might be surprised about this. But yes, season 1 I really liked a lot. But the thing that made me angry was that the people that caused the damage got away with things. Now, of course, they left the doors open for a season 2 to take care of. But yes, I really do like season 1 a lot. I felt, the death of Hannah Baker was a little bit too much. But for the most part, I thought it was the mystery leading up to it on why and how was worth the whole season. I thought the storytelling was really nice. The characters, this is the season where we were all introduced to these characters, but they wouldn't be who they are until later on. And see, that my dog doesn't agree with me. Moving on, at number 2, I have season 2 of the show. That's right, season 2 I thought was a step up from season 1. Number 1, we finally got justice for Hannah, so that was really cool. That's right, because this was the whole courtroom thing that was going on. We got to see a little bit more of what was going on before Hannah, killed herself. But for the most part, I think it was handled really well. So obviously, the Tyler scene in the bathroom, that was hard to watch. I made a video about that. Everybody knows. I actually realized that I didn't do a season review for season 2 because I was so distraught about the Tyler scene that out of all the 13 Reasons Why season 2 is the only one I didn't do a full season review of. But for the most part, I did really enjoy that season. Up until that last episode, which made me nervous as hell. Moving on to my first favorite season, if you still haven't guessed it yet, because I said 4, 1, and 3, or 4, 1, and 2, season 3 was my favorite season because Bryce died and Montgomery died, and those two deserve to die. I didn't like how they... I got why they were trying to make us look at Bryce in a different light. I didn't like that they were trying to justify him and show him in a different way. I felt like this is a character I want to hate, and I don't want you to make me forgive this character because he does not deserve to be forgiven. And they played a little bit of back and forth on that. I felt they leaned too much on the forgiveness aspect. But ultimately, he died. And so because they knew, he can't be around forever because the image of him haunts everybody. And with him out of the way, it puts everything that happened before at ease a little bit more. So it allows people to move on, knowing that some sort of justice was delivered. Not that I agree with that in real life, but hey, that's the way the show is. And when it comes to television shows, we demand real justice. Well, okay, in real life we demand real. You guys get what I'm saying. Let's not make this controversial. Anyways, the show is already controversial enough. With that being said, so those are my rankings. Number 4 was the least favorite. Number 1 was next. Then number 2, and then season 3 was my favorite season. I think they did, and it didn't make me that nervous. There were some parts that were a little intense, but not as intense as that Tyler scene from season 2. With that being said, put down below your thoughts. What were the best to worst, or worst to best seasons of 13 Reasons Why? Do you feel the same? Maybe some people like season 1 because it was the introduction. I know a lot of people gravitate to the first season, just like when it comes to movies. The first movie is always the best. In some cases, some people might think the first season was the best, and sometimes that is true. Everybody has a different opinion. Don't be afraid to share it. And with that being said, I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. I don't normally talk about teenage shows like 13 Reasons Why, but this was one that I was recommended to, and I checked out and I enjoyed. So with that being said, take care.